everyone, welcome back to Movie Club. I am so happy to be back. As many of you know, I am a Jane of all trades, and my recent hiatus was because I had a bunch of jobs as a professional dancer. So I'm back and I'm happy to talk about West Side Story. West Side Story was co-directed by Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins in 1961. I absolutely love this musical, and I want to talk about the cinematic things that really wowed me. First thing is cinematography. The cinematography in this film, which was one of the Academy Awards that it won, was so breathtaking. From the opening scene, it starts from these helicopter views of New York, and then we go down into the basketball court where the Jets are hanging out, and we immediately begin to see this dichotomy between the Jets and the Sharks. The cinematographer, Daniel Fapp, actually dug a trench in the ground and shot from there just to give you a really different perspective. Another impressively shot scene was the school dance, where number one, we're able to see Jerome Robbins' impressive choreography, and then we're able to go into this dream-like sequence between Maria and Tony when they first meet, and everyone kind of fades into the background, and it's just so beautiful, so well depicting of new romance. Number two is the choreography. Jerome Robbins, who was a co-director of this film, is actually the person that conceived, directed, and choreographed the original stage production on Broadway. And he said he wouldn't do the film unless he had some ownership as director. So therefore you have the co-directorship between Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins. Well, this choreography for this film was so groundbreaking, so breathtaking. He was able to marry the worlds of classical ballet, jazz, as well as social contemporary dances of the 60s, and really make something so visually impressive that it's still impacting the world of dance today. One thing about Jerome Robbins that was so interesting watching the film is that he gives accents on parts of the music that you wouldn't expect it. A regular audience member wouldn't expect it. And that's what makes the choreography so enjoyable, so exciting. And it really showcases not only dancing, but all the numbers are really character driven, which a lot of times I think musicals can lose a bit of that, and it becomes maybe a little more fluff and just about the dancing. But that's what's so interesting about West Side Story, is that the characters are dancing out of who they are, and not just dancing for the sake of dancing. It's just so impressive that these dancers are not only dancing at such a high level, but they're also acting at a high level as well, and it just really pulls you into the story and makes it that much more enjoyable and cool. I am pretty sure Michael Jackson was influenced by when he did Beat It. Number three is the story. The story, which as many of you know is based on Romeo and Juliet, is only enhanced by this modern interpretation of the Shakespeare play. The contemporary form of this racial bigotry and class and so many things that are still relevant today was so intriguing to me and very moving. I mean, when Maria and Tony sing Somewhere, I thought about how many people are dealing with that now, trying to exist in a world where people are saying that they can't be together for whatever reason, whether it's race or whether it's religion or any number of things, whether it's class, you're coming from the wrong side of the tracks. And so there's so many things that hit home. The fourth thing is the music. The music is so incredible, so heartwarming, so fulfilling. It was composed by Leonard Bernstein, and the lyrics were by Stephen Sondheim. What's interesting about this score is that you don't have your normal 4/4 time or your 3/4 time. Rita Moreno in the special features were talking about the challenges of working with non-conventional time signatures for a dancer. So you had time signatures like 5/4 and 6/8 and 25/6, and this is coming from the genius mind of Leonard Bernstein. And that combined with Jerome Robbins' challenging choreography, well, you have a huge undertaking on your hand as a dancer. So these were all things that I was really intrigued by. I think watching West Side Story, just like any great movie, you see something new every time, and I really encourage you to watch it for yourself if you've never seen it before. Watch it again if you have seen it before, and let me know what you think about it, what you like about it. I'm going to continue on my movie workshop journey with the classic Casablanca. Now, this is a film that I have seen before. It is the winner of 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture in 1943. And this is a film that my good friend Lee gave to me for one of my birthdays a few years ago. And I haven't watched it since he gave it to me, but I thought this would be a great film because it's a love story, and love is one of the themes that I touch on in Wooden Nickels. And so I'm going to show you the trailer for Casablanca, and see you next time.
Halt! Casablanca, city of hope and despair, located in French Morocco in North Africa. The meeting place of adventurers, fugitives, criminals, refugees lured into this danger-swept oasis by the hope of escape to the Americas. But they're all trapped, for there is no escape. Against this fascinating background is woven the story of an imperishable love and the enthralling saga of 6 desperate people, each in Casablanca to keep an appointment with destiny.
I was willing to shoot Captain Reno, and I'm willing to shoot you.
All right, Major, you asked for it.
You knew how much I loved you. How much I still love you.
I know a good deal more about you than you suspect. I know, for instance, that you're in love with a woman. It's perhaps a strange circumstance that we both should love the same woman.
What do you want for Sam?
I don't buy and sell human beings.
That's too bad. That's Casablanca's leading commodity.
You can ask any price you want, but you must give me those letters.
There's no deal.
All right. I tried to reason with you. I tried everything. Now I want those letters.